Hello and welcome, Dirty William here again with another episode of Let's Play Dungeons & Dragons Online. Today we are going to be taking level 6. As you can see, I'm about 1200-ish experience points away from capping this level, being forced into taking this, so I'm just going to take it now. 1200 XP is not that big of a deal. If you want to see what I ran this level, then you can take a look in the description because I will list all the quests there that I took. So let's level up. We're going to level up as a ranger. Take level 6. Now, let's see. Concentration is 1 point. Disable device, 2 points. Search and spot each get 1 point. UMD is going to get 2 points, which we have a little bit extra here. I'm not sure if I didn't take it or what, but I'm going to max that out because the only ones we're concerned about are concentration, which we put a point into, our disable device, open lock. I don't think we put anything into this level. If you want to put more into open lock, you can, but it's not really that necessary. There are a couple of locks in the game that take a really high score, but for the most part, with a decent item, you can get there. So I think having more in UMD is a lot better at this point. So go to next. Get to choose a feat, and at this level, we are going to take Great Cleave. So they're all in alphabetical order here. Great Cleave. This, much like the Cleave, is going to attack enemies in an arc in front of you and do a little bit of extra damage. So we'll take that. Next, now we get 12 spells. Because this Rangers have, I guess, their divine-based magic. So you can change these out when you want to in any tavern. So we get all of these. We can play around with it and see which we would like to take, you know, into quests with us. But at the moment, I think we can only have one spell learned. So hit finish. 10 hit points, 20 spell points. So we're not really going to have a lot of spell points to cast things with. We get Precise Shot, Archer's Focus, which is a ranged stance, Wilderness Lore, the feat we chose, which is Great Cleave, all of our skill points, all of our spells, and finish. Now, Control R will go into our enhancements and take a look at what we want to put in for this level. Shows here that improved recovery, which is here, and I'm going to show something off really quickly just to see how much of an impact this makes. It gets a lot better as you go up in that tree. I'm going to do the empathic healing and see what it ticks off for. Excuse me. Oh, because I haven't taken any damage, it won't heal me. I forgot about that. Let's try Cure Pot then. 14 points of damage, not bad. So let's go ahead and do this. Improved recovery gives you a plus 20 positive healing amplification. And the other thing that we're going to take is this, the Lesser Dragon Mark of Passage. This is going to let us throw up that Dimension Door, the D door. And what this will do is, at the end of a quest, we can throw one of these up, click on it, takes us to the entrance of the quest, and we can quickly get out of the quest. It's very good for if you want to quickly get out of there and move on to something else. So we're going to take that, accept, and close. So those are our action points spent. So now let's drink a Cure Pot and see what happens. 23. So better than 14. Let's see if how much it does again. 13. So the other must have been like just a little bit higher, I guess. But as you get up in this tree here of improved recovery at these tiers, you will see that the cure spells work a lot better. The Lesser Vigor is going to work better. Any other healing spells that we have are going to work better. So let's see what happened this level that was interesting. One thing is I got 75, I believe it was 75 free agent favor. So I went over here and talked to this guy, and now I can use this special vendor. He has some items here which are fairly nice. I can get access to +1 Thieves Tools, +2 Thieves Tools, and regular and masterwork, which obviously if you're going to buy something, splurge and get the highest plus you can, because as you can see, this will give you a +4 to your disabled device bonus and open lock bonus. So nice. We also have some things here that we could purchase to create traps, which they're not very well implemented in the game right now, so I wouldn't really go for it. It's just something that they kind of threw out there and didn't really do anything extra with it, so I wouldn't even bother with doing those. Now, the next thing we have to look at is what we have for gear. I did a free roll today and got 1,500 experience points plus this +2 to +3 upgrade skill tome for open lock, which is pretty neat. It's a permanent increase to my open lock, but I don't even have a +1 tome or a +2 tome, so I can't use this +2 to +3 because it's an upgrade. So if I loot something that is a +1, then I can use it and then hopefully get a +2, use that, and then be able to use this. For now I'm just going to throw it in the bank. Let's see, our gear, we have +2 resistance goggles that I looted, a +5 spot helm, and a +5 search helm, which I purchased off the auction house with some monies that I got. I got a +3 wisdom necklace, and the reason I got this, again off the auction house, was because my wisdom has to be, to cast a first level ranger spell, it has to be 11. If I get level 2 spells, it has to be 12, and so on and so forth. So the formula is 10 plus whatever the spell level is. So I would have to get a total of a wisdom of 14 to cast the highest level of ranger spells, and that's not going to be difficult to do. A +6 item will be perfectly fine here. Now you'll notice that our spell points don't have very many of them right now, and that's fine. We can always get an item that will give us more. Still have this little crude bauble on for +5 extra hit points. That is really not that great now, so I could always find something else to put in there. I have a +10 fire resistance cloak, a 40% fortification belt, +10 fire resistance ring, which this is pretty much just a swap thing here. If I want to get rid of this ring, I can and put something else in its place, because these won't stack. In other words, right now I have just 10 fire resistance. If I take the ring off, it doesn't change. Same thing. Why? Because they don't stack, and that's what it says here. You have multiple effects granting an enhancement bonus to fire resistance that do not stack: fireproof cloak and fireproof ring. For gloves, I have protector's gloves, and then I have this little clicky here for protection from magic missiles. Looted some feather falling boots, which was really nice, so I don't really need these 2 cloaks anymore. I have a +2 intelligence ring, which is nice because that helps me with my search and disable device. Still have the Axe Bane, and I can also flip over to the Spear Bane if I want. Still am using the Acid Guard Chainmail, just because I haven't really found anything better right now. My PRR is 20, so I take 16.67% less damage, and I take 13% less magical damage. So that's pretty nice. Now, I'm going to run into here really quickly. And show you some spells. So you have to be in a tavern to prepare your spells. That means just to slot them into here. So you'll go to your character sheet, click on spells, and this will bring up all of your spells listed here for level 1, which is the only ones we have now. Let's say I want Resist Energy, because that's actually a really good spell at this level. So I can take that and drag it here onto my hotbar, and then hit Escape, or I can hit X to get rid of that screen. So now I can go over here. When I click on this, it's going to show me, excuse me, now I can cast Resistance to Fire on myself, I can cast Sonic, Electricity, Cold, or Acid. So at this level, that's going to reduce that damage type by 10. So if I get hit for 12 points of acid damage, if I have this acid resistance spell going on, then I will only take, if I normally would take 12 damage, I'd only take 2. So that's pretty good, especially getting into these levels right now where there are some traps where the trap boxes are past the trap. I might need that. So what I'm going to do is, what I usually do is get rid of that, and what I'll do is I'll put in, slot all these here so they can use them whatever the case may be. If I see that I need a acid, then I'll hit acid instead of clicking one thing and then having it to go through another thing to click on. So right now, if I want to cast this energy resistance acid, at the moment I have 0. But if I cast this for 10 spell points, now I have acid resistance 10. And you'll notice my spell points went down from 20 down to 10. Basically that means I can only cast this twice in a quest before it's done, and I don't have any more spell points unless I find some type of an item that I can use. You also notice that the duration is only 4 minutes, but I'm level 6. Why does that make sense? Well, it's because I'm only a level 4 ranger. This goes by, it's 1 minute per caster level. My caster level is based on ranger because this is a ranger spell. So the rogue and fighter levels do not count. So I only get 4 minutes for each, which not that big of a deal. Now let's say that I didn't like that spell. I don't want to use it right now. Instead I want to use Ram's Might, which is actually pretty decent as well, because that gives you a +2 to your strength and damage. So I would just pull this down here, go like that, and now I can drag it over here and slot that. Now take a look at my strength. My strength is 17. So if I hit this, I'll get a +2 and I'll go up to 19. So there you go. Nice and easy. And these work with any of these spells. Now, again, you cannot switch spells in the middle of a quest until you rest at a rest shrine. So it's kind of a good idea to figure out what you like right now, what's going to give you the best utility, because this is a utility type of build. Jump would be nice, but we don't really need it right now. Magic Fang, at least for this build, is not going to be that great. Merfolk's Blessing, same way, because there is not very many places I need to swim right now. Pass Without Trace, a lot of these are not going to be that great. You want to look at later on when you can select them all. Jump, Merfolk's Blessing is decent just because, Ram's Might, and Resist Energy. But the Summon Nature's Ally, the puppies that you get for this, they die too quick. Tumble is not that useful either. So for right now, what I'm going to go with is Resist Energy. And that's because that is the most utility. It's going to help keep me alive, because the less damage I take, then the longer I can go through a quest and hopefully win all the DDOs. So, I'm going to throw you over to what I recorded earlier, which is the Swiped Signet on hard, level 3 quest. So it was actually a level 4 quest on hard. So take a look at that and see me fall over the place and basically just goof off in that quest. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Dirty William reminding you to do the dirty work.